sure how old he's a little youngster, I'm pretty sure.
Dalai Lama, why do I have Sammy Boy on enemy team? The classic, why do I have Sammy Boy in my lane? And he's gonna get tipped as well, like Grandmaster Terrorblade against the Grandmaster. Oh hell, we've got loads of them, hey? Timbersaw, Dark Willow, Terrorblade, Puck, and Batrider. All capped out. Specialist heroes abound.
Tried to bring in the information on how old Monkey's Forever is, but it just says he's born December 23. So, you know, I guess he's not even, you know, barely half a year old. So,
but you don't have pretty young. You don't have a year for him either?
No, there's no year for him on his Liquipedia. It just says December 23, that's when he's born. That I did know, actually. I knew that he was right before Christmas.
Yeah, usually, I guess he's trying to keep his age hidden. I don't know, he's 30 forever, huh? He's not a day older than 25. We've got a big smoke move here from Shopify, going into that northern jungle, getting a pretty deep ward down there across the bounty rune, but not meeting any enemy heroes just yet. Dalai Lama's gonna come into contact with Sammy Boy and Zexy up top, but they're just saying, hello, how you doing? Bounty rune is ours, and then run away. So we get the 2 for 2. Monkey's gonna come and grab that 4th one.
And the Naga is just coming by, kind of making sure that they can get the body block as well, just by showing her presence here. She did walk over an observer ward, so not gonna find the kill. But that is completely fine by her.
So with all this bait switch Tiny into Puck pick, we now end up with a Puck versus Death Prophet lane, right? Not the DP versus Tiny. So what's the expectation shift here for Yopaj?
I think it's a pretty decent lane for the Puck. You know, like Puck generally does well against ranged heroes. You can get a lot of heal. Sadly, no targeted ability that you can juke or disjoint as Puck. The Spirit Siphon is targeted, but not disjointable. However, DP, she did get that massive laning stage buff, 80 mana cost, 100 damage nuke. It's very, very cheap. So we already see him doing quite a bit of harassment on level 1.
Spam. Use all the resources you've got. Get these early last hits, get into bottle quickly. It's always interesting though, see who plays into mid lane or who plays out the mid lane. Do we get active around these action runes minute 6? Do we get to push the tower of the Death Prophet at level 6?
Yopaj already destroying this lane. He's 9-4 against 2-0, so his last hitting has been so clean. I did say that DP is buffed for a laning stage, but this is beyond what he's supposed to be able to do.
Yeah, this is massive. Annihilate's got an uphill climb there to reclaim a bit of territory in that lane. Down the bottom, kind of the situation we were expecting. The wave pushing back and forth. Monkeys and Tiny now nowhere near the tower, so no tossback plays available. And Scam able to play forward. But what's the camp status here? They blocked it up?
Yeah, blocked. He's blocking the small camp. The big camp is going to spawn now, though, as the Nagasire is chasing down on Batrider. Not going to result in any kill or anything. Jarko plays only level 2. Maybe if he was level 3 and had all 3 abilities, they could have tried for it.
And still some good jet damage onto Monkeys there, like down to half health, so maybe next time around they can look to kill him off. But yeah, with large camp accessible, Scam will be able to pull the next wave. Not this one coming.
The situation on mid lane is rough right now, by the way. Einail is only now getting his bottle. It's 2:30, so he missed the bottle water refill, which is a massive milestone to hit. You always want to make sure that you have it in time for that. But he missed too many last hits, got denied a lot.
Yeah, that's really rough. Now you're dealing with fast 6 on DP, the potential to rotate, but there's always that big threat, right? Like if Puck feels that mid lane is uninhabitable, can't be there, Puck's gonna hit level 6 and think, oh, I want to move, go into another lane and fight. This Terrorblade's gonna run away from this Timbersaw for a moment. But as soon as you leave that lane against the Death Prophet, you know, Exo's popped and your tower is potentially dying.
Yeah, it's very tricky, and he might not even be strong enough to fight back against the level 6 DP once that hits as well. So even if you don't leave, you stick around, you might just be watching the ghosts do the work.
And this is a combination of hero and skill gap?
Yeah, I mean, it's just oh wow, he's low. chase on monkeys, but doesn't have the damage.
Stacks. And now turnaround blood grenade from Scam onto monkeys. Oh, we've got the net to trap him up, and Scam's going to come in with Gyro getting with final touch. Timano takes it down. Nusham's trying to punch this Gyro out of the game, but he's popped a heal, turned around, fought back. Tiny dropping low. He's got Windlace and a Fairy Fire, but I'm pretty sure Shopify have a double kill down here. It just takes a little longer than they would have wanted.
Yeah, they get both in the end. Very, very nice fighting for them there. Kiting under tower, and sadly a bit too aggressive dive from monkeys who didn't have the resources to finish off the Gyro.
Super close. And close doesn't cut it, especially when Shopify, you know, very, very serious about how they're approaching this game.
Yeah, you can see all of them are doing quite well on their cores as well. The CS score is very, very similar on all 3 cores. Nobody wants to be the one responsible for a bad start.
Yeah, true. Black mark against your name on Bulba's little list. Notebook. You don't want to end up in Bulba's notebook, I tell you now. And yeah, looking at this puck and the Bat Rider, last hit values, very sad. Down in the dumps.
Yeah, at least the TB is getting farmed, but TB is the one who's going to tuck away later on and wants to recover the jungle, so you really do need to get a game going somehow for the puck and the Batrider. I think in 1 minute, seeing the 6-minute rune, you need some good rotations coming in from the Dazzle and the Tiny to try and help and solidify the rune control.
Yeah. Monkey's trying to play forward onto this Gyro again, and Nusham's come in from the back end to toss him forward. Nice flame break, pushes him into the damage, and they've got the kill. That's a big one. Hellscream, though, has come in with a blood grenade and brambles to try and catch up to this bat. Scam with Hellscream will be able to take him down as Zexy TP's here, reacting to the aggression, but a wasted move as nothing will come of it.
Yeah, he's not gonna get anything more. We see a ping coming out. He's like, I took so much damage from the Batrider. I haven't tested, by the way, if the sticky napalm thing is fixed or not yet. Interesting. Him pinging how much damage he took makes me think I should check that after this game.
What was that, with his hits applying like double the damage or whatever it was?
Anything triggering sticky napalm would trigger it twice.
Right.
Is the way it works. So yeah, it was bugged to do effectively twice the damage it should.
I feel like I saw someone say that was fixed, but I mean, quite easily it could be unfixed, right? I
mean, it should be fixed by now for sure. It was a crazy bug. Nice pull by the puck, making sure the siege creep is dying by pulling this creep wave away. Not gonna be able to threaten Yopash on his DP though, as the heal is about to come in from all these ghosts. Full HP.
Yeah, minute 6, half HP on that tower means minute 10 rocks around with that next catapult wave. It's gone. Such a difficult task for Annihilate just to hold on to this.
Yeah, it feels like an inevitability. That tower is going to fall eventually. It's just a matter of how long can you hold it. You're a puck against the DP, so you're always expecting to lose this tower. Looks like Wisdom Rune is going to go 1 for 1. No invasion or steals. Stacks being made all over the place right now.
Yeah, and I guess I somewhat take back what I said about Zexy's move being wasted down here. You know, he comes down, Wisdom Shrine's then guarded, he's protecting this bat and the Tiny. And like you said, right, you need to play through a hero, and if TB isn't the hero you're playing through, there's no point in giving him an exceptional early start. You know, your expected value for TB here is like to trade farm, go jungle, while bottom lane Dazzle can actually do something important.
He can, but he's been under a ward for a long time now. Skem's lane ward has not been dewarded. They have a sentry on the Dazzle, but has no clue that he has been under vision for so long. And this is giving perfect intelligence for Shopify. So they're leaving with Gyrocopter, going top, threatening the TB now. He is in danger.
Yeah, Sammy boy walks right past him.
What? They didn't see each other.
How do they not spot each other? Goes to the trees. Now, he has been pinged by Hellscream, so Timada can come in from the northeastern side. Terrorblade Thunder is ready, so he pops it to try and stay alive. The damage comes so quickly, though. Metamorphosis used even with a grave. Sammy boy with Zexy trying to TP home and survive. Nicely done.
That was the half a second buff on Grave right there. He would have died for sure if it was not for that buff.
Well, Zexy's going to die for this, though. So they do get something, Shopify. TP cancelled as well, means this tier 1 tower is going to get chipped away at.
Yeah, this is looking pretty open and free. Gyrocopter does want to make his way down bottom again, though. Gonna go and look to farm. Doesn't want to slow down Timbersaw and his farm.
And the classic Duraccio move, or aggressive. whichever era you're from.
Come through the gate, make a little gank.
Get down tonight.
It's like hard to think about Dota without the gates at this stage for me. Just how long time it took to go from one side to the other side of the map, you know, like you always had to TP, and that was such a weakness. But now you have these gates, allows for a lot of moves for support in the early game.
Yeah, like imagining a world in which Duraccio does a level 4 rotation is like, okay, yeah, he goes through the gate. Imagining aggressive do a like level 6 gyro rotation was his big thing, right? Get ulti, level 6, then TP to the off lane. That was wild. That was like unheard of. You've left your lane as a carry minute 6. What's going on?
Yeah, especially back then, as most people just wanted to farm. Like, that was a very different era of carries. Top lane, they're not chasing down the Timbersaw. Stack up Napalm.
Tower denied. Magic damage incoming. But Davai Lama here standing and delivering, tanking through it all. Now they need the coil, but the Song of the Siren from Scam has arrived. Now what's the plan? Do we bail on this and run, or do we turn and fight? Shopify, they're going to retreat. Newsham, though, with a toss back on Davai Lama. Timbersaw still a tanky target to go for with his reactive armor. He's not getting burst down, and Annihilate is going to jump to this orb to get away while Davai Lama gets the kill on Puck before the escape happens.
Damn, the turnaround right there. Good save coming in from his team, of course.
Newsham.
Hungry for something, but Timber not going to be overly greedy and stick around here. He's just going straight base. He says, you know what? I got 2 kills on core heroes when I should have died. Fantastic stuff for Timber.
Man, a 6k lead 10 minutes in. Pretty big sign here that Shopify Rebellion are going to continue this sweeping domination of the map. Newsham in a pretty devastating spot, top left corner, terrorized, found by the Schem Naga. And he's slapped around. Root him up for the Timbersaw to get the kill. Yeah, give him the last hit.
Actually giving some more momentum to your Timber, who's already looking very strong, has the chipped vest to accelerate farming, has Kaya already to give quite a bit of damage and mana. Can be very nice for him. And yeah, they're struggling to hit timings on Dire right now. Puck getting destroyed in last hits on mid lane, and then Batrider just didn't really have a great time on bottom lane either. So underfarmed.
And it's not as though Shopify have done anything crazy, right? This has just been a very systematic play out the lanes. Things are kind of just doing what they're meant to be doing. Towers falling, Timbersaw tanks through it. Now DP with Exorcism ready, playing into enemy ancients, wrapping around behind this Terrorblade who sits by his tier 1 and is scouted by Naga Illusions, being herded back in towards the Death Prophet. And poor Sammy Boy rooted and slain by his own Wisdom Shrine.
That is such a surgical little smoke gank right there. They go in, get the kill, clear up an enemy stack, and of course gonna lay all this DP ulti damage into the tower. Again, we have an attempt on Timber's life. This time he doesn't have friends nearby.
Newsham's gonna blast off this Timbersaw to outer space, bring him down into the middle of the rest of his teammates, and finally Davai Lama is gonna die. Now though, they need Grave on the Puck, and Orb is ready to jaunt off to the right hand side. Annihilate's dead to the Crypt Swarm though. Yopash snipes him.
Yopash is on fire this game, dude. He's getting so much done. That ulti was mega value. You get a gank on the TB, steal enemy stacks, take a tower, TP top, get a kill on the mid player. I mean,
yeah,
he's involved in so much right now.
Like how many? Yeah, I mean, was it Looper? I can't remember who it was the other day where we had this Death Prophet using ulti, trying to find spots where it's like, oh yes, ulti, go in, play aggressively, but then you end up going back and farming ancients with it. It feels so bad when DP can't convert an ulti into like one objective. Converting into 3 is mad.
Yeah, knowing when to turn, to pull the trigger on that DP ulti and making sure you get it involved for a lot is the sign of a great DP player. It was funny to see the observer highlighting there as well. The gold difference from the fight is like a 1-for-1 kill trade, and that's 920 gold gain for Dire. They're so far behind. And the kill gives a lot. Timber on the tower.
Yeah, another go on Davai Lama here. It's a lot of magic burst damage, and they've got him down. Oh, the tips.
It's turning into their private piggy bank. As a 3 is drawn on the minimap here.
He's not respecting this devastating tossback from Tiny.
He's not.
He's not. Now Hellscream running away, but that's kind of given up the positioning of this Observer Ward. Taken out by Zexy.
I like that Schem as kind of transitioned on this Naga now to starting to shove lanes, keeping lanes pushed in a bit, making sure TB doesn't push the lane out. So he's finding himself some farm, gonna build towards an early mech. Healer Naga coming in.
And the importance of that, right, is like, oh, doesn't TB want these lanes in front of him? Yes, but he wants to be able to kill the lane, push it, and then farm the extra 3 jungle camps before coming to the lane, right? If he has the lane permanently in his face, he only gets 1 wave at a time.
Exactly. And on a very simple, explanation, you could always say the farther the creeps are towards the enemy, the more farm is available for you in a safe way. We talk about safe farm in Dota as anything that is behind where your creep wave is currently should be pretty safe outside of getting smoke ganked. So yeah, like you always want the lanes out.
You basically draw a line between all your creep waves on the map, and that's an invisible wall, right? You kind of imagine that as the barrier between enemy territory and your territory.
Pretty much. We have both teams with 2 dormant Curios waiting right now for the right moment to evolve. It's going to be Tiny, TB, Willow, and the DP all waiting.
Monkey's getting poked by this timber saw. Oh, what's he got? Spirit Vessel on Bat, is that? And then going into Blink as the second item.
Yeah, I mean, they banned all the anti-healing heroes, so they decided to buy an anti-healing item instead. Need some way to deal with Death Prophet and Timbersaw for that matter.
It's just funny seeing Bat with brown boots. The long periods where we had Bats rushing Boots of Travel or rushing drums, bongo boots. And now he's just here with little old brown boots. Oh, he's got a crown on him now, though. Accessorizing with his boots. Hellscream's gonna terrorize him, though, and push the Bats back. Nusham and I Annihilate looking for an angle to approach, but Gyro and Naga are both here. Phase shift, not enough to save the puck. And now a quick, frantic scramble to try and evacuate the area. BSJ and friends gonna have to try and sacrifice Nusham. He runs into the middle of them, but Monkeys Forever has been found and chased to the side of the map. Well, Tiny, he got obliterated.
Great move there, joining in through the gates. Again, things going the way of Shopify, just off to a storming start to this game. Building towards a 10k lead, 16 minutes into the game. A lot of it on the back of this Willow just being involved in so many ganks, by the way. Hellscream has really found his moves this game.
Look at this already, 16 minutes in. Exorcism's ready for Yopaj at level 2, so they go quickly into the Roche pit.
They are not here to mess around. Shopify Rebellion looking very serious. BSJ and friends off to a tough start with a lineup that is, nice, but needs a little bit of time, needs items before it really starts operating. I always talk about Puck, how Puck needs Witchblade plus Blink. Otherwise, you don't do that much, whereas the counterpart, the DP, doesn't really need any item. You just need ulti.
Pretty much. So what do we got now? Aghanims, Gyro. This DP, has had Aghanims for a bit, working on a Blink Dagger, which is going to be here momentarily, like 1 creep camp, 1 creep wave, she's got it. But I didn't realize DP is level 14, by the way. Gyro level 12, the closest on the Dire is level 11.
Yeah, it's definitely a big level disparity here. You can see DP just having a flawless game, and this Aghanim Scepter is going to keep accelerating that farm as well.
Nusham and I Annihilate trying to do something on the map here with a play towards the Naga. Scam is just a slippery little fishy, though, can't be found. This, though,
go with the Terrorize.
Terrorize pushes the poor Pug back into the Gyro, giving Tomato a double kill.
Hellscream again at the right place at the right time, waiting on the high ground there, throws the Terrorize from Fog of War.
But also you're playing into a Naga with mech and trying to get that kill. I think that's already a rough start to the move.
It is. But at this point, they don't have any easy moves. Like, all the heroes are getting very difficult to kill. The easiest one is probably Willow, but even Willow has 1300 HP at this point. Got the Vit Booster, got the Rod of Atos recipe coming out.
And the framing of that is very important, right? It's like, that is a very difficult move. Why are you making it? And your answer there is, what else are they meant to do? It's honestly props to them for making that move and trying something when it is such a desolate despair map.
I think
another smoke, they're going to try again.
This is when you need to lean on your carry. In situations like this, you can't just wait. I talked earlier about how the TB was the only one having resemblance of a game in laning stage, and how he doesn't want to be the active one, but sometimes you need to. This game, he needs to step up and find some random kill. You know, you need to take down some core heroes, and this is exactly the move they need to make. Can they connect onto his gyrocopter?
They can. From the high ground as well. Tomato, yeah, leashed up with a coil. Blasted down by the TB damage. Massive one there for Iron Annihilate to pick up like 600 gold for himself, plus another like 550.
Yeah, it's amazing. Also opens up the possibility for them contesting this bottom tier 1. They haven't laid any damage into it so far. Meanwhile, the Aghanim's DP is just pushing tower, man. She doesn't even need to click ulti, just auto attack will do the work.
Yeah, it's so insane. She has her, like, they've got 2 side gunner heroes, right? Both DP and Gyro operate with Aghanims in kind of the same way.
Yep. No, I'll buy that. Yeah, it's basically the same effects.
We've got a side gunner and a side ghoster.
A side ghoster, the new Aghanim's name for DP. I just need like a, I don't know, some Ghostbuster gun or something. Reverse it. Shoot out the ghosts that you captured.
Don't cross the beams.
I mean, she does have the Spirit Siphon. That's basically a beam as well. Confirmed Ghostbuster.
That movie freaked me out as a kid. That I can't remember what it's called. The guy, the King of the Carpathians or whatever. You know, the evil painting guy.
I do not recall. Like I think okay. I've seen it, but it's so. I was very
Ghostbusters evil painting guy. Wilhelm von Homburg. Vigo the Carpathian, that's what his name was. Vigo, the villain.
It sounds like a villain name, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was one of those, you know, kind of old medieval looking paintings of the evil looking guy with his hands on his hips. And then, of course, the painting moved and he came out of it, and that freaked me out. I thought that all paintings were going to be like that. Going to like a British museum, like, oh no, I'm going to get attacked.
Yeah, the expectations. Smoking again, they're looking for a repeat onto a gyrocopter. Can he sense it this time though? He hasn't seen any core hero for quite a while. Just seeing the TB pushing out. Batter is showing bottom, but where is this gank trio? When Tiny and Puck are off map, yeah, he's gonna play very safe, farming back in the hard to gank area.
He just drew a bunch of circles, like, I am gonna play the outskirts of the map on my side of the river. Nusham is still gonna step forwards, looking for where the smoke break happens. Now it breaks and he's like, oh god, who's up there? Can't steal the Wisdom Shrine.
He doesn't want any part of that. Too scary to go in there. He doesn't know if it's multiple heroes as well.
Yeah.
As the attention is slowly shifting towards mid. Yes, the Aegis is still up on DP, but it's timing out.
Little did he know it was just a gyro. So now Direward sees gyro. Mid lane, they get a jump on the DP. Toss up and lasso overlapping, and now the Naga comes in with a song to reset. They're bringing gyro across here, and Dalai Lama's just killed off Sammy Boy in the back, apparently. They've isolated the TB, while Scam and Yopaj move forward towards the Bat Rider. Call down's coming, but that's going to be off the mark. A toss-up's going to try and buy Nusham some time with a grave, but they've been surrounded. They've been routed here. Dalai Lama straight down the middle. Nusham and Zexy both dead.
Making it look so easy. Shopify, after this amazing start, have played it pretty much perfect to just turn it into more and more advantage. Besides their carry getting picked off at some point, but yeah, even up top, the Atos setting up. Cursed Crown to fall. Not gonna be able to dive this, as the rest of his team is just saying, let's back out, wait ages.
You say that, and Dalai Lama throws a timber chain right through the Bat Rider.
It's not a hook.
No, it's not.
Maybe it's a threatening move, you know?
So I could do it, but I'm choosing not to. And another huge timing here as well. DP on the BKB. Gyro with S and Y complete. Naga Saren's finishing off with full... Like, she's got Greaves on Naga, and now Solar Crest is coming. Like, looking at this net worth board is just... it's pain.
He's ahead of every single player on Dire right now. I know that they took a Roche and they got, you know, 5 towers, but still, it's kind of crazy to see him this farmed. He's, you know, got 100 CS to his name, and he isn't dying. Didn't die a single time.
We are getting close to unkillable territory for a lot of these Shopify heroes, and Dalai Lama in that mid lane is showing that off beautifully with his Aghanim Scepter. Like, what's surrounded by 3 or 4 heroes gets tossed up, and he literally does not care.
He didn't even need to use his Lotus Orb, really. Completely safe there, just by the protection of the Aghanim Scepter. They waste no time, though. Quick smoke again. Blink on Batriders available.
Oh, it's just slightly too late.
They saw him cruise upwards. Batrider's finding him.
Yeah, Monkeys is on the gyro. That rocket barrage, a lot of damage, though. And now with a response from Divine Llama, they bring the Timbersaw and the DP in to kill off the bat quickly onto the head of Monkeys. No saving him there. And can they wrap around with? Hellscream has come in from the right-hand side. How is Dark Willow there, finding an opening in the team fight that didn't exist yet? Newships is getting bedlammed and killed by this Willow solo, and then DP can go deeper onto the TB. Dalai Lama's over the top. Terrorblade will sunder back the grave. It comes out, but it overlaps with the sunder, so a little wasted. Terrorblade, we'll see if he gets back into base. Should be surviving here. No further chase from Shopify. Wait, are they doing this? They're going past tier 3s. Skems Naga with Dalai Lama's Timbersaw. They're on this TB. Bring him low, but yeah, no actual kill. Now the retreat with a buyback from Tiny being shown.
And meanwhile, mid tower just falls immediately to this Exorcism and Gyrocopter. Trying for a toss. Nowhere to throw him.
Nah, you jump in, you die. You flame break, push back, you die. You defend your barracks, you die. Mid lane pretty much gone. Yopaj is just gonna stand his ground. The ghost will come. Annihilate's jumped in here. Now follow the rules. He should be dead. Does get rooted up, but they'll show some mercy.
Yeah, this is very desperate times for Dire. 22k behind, losing your first lane as well. And that move on Gyrocopter up top, the fact that he managed to slip away to the lane and it was just Batrider finding him alone, unfortunate for them. Maybe that kill could have been the start for them working their way back in, but instead they lose mid lane. They use a buyback on, sure, just the support, but every bit hurts right now.
Yeah, it does. And now the next moves for Shopify are probably going to be quite simple, right? We've got Exorcism in 60. We've got a DD on this DP. Roshan is going to be up reasonably shortly. Has Tormentor died yet?
Yeah, they took it.
It did die, okay. That would have been another nice objective, but not for a while.
Yeah, Tormentor gave shard to the Naga Siren earlier, so she has the healing as well.
I lost track of that.
Yeah, so many things are being done, honestly. They're playing with urgency on Radiant. As the Batrider sadly gets picked off, and this is not just a little support either. This is a core Batrider, so it's hurtful again.
Who was it pinging earlier? Gyro pinged how much damage Bat did to him, right? And now Dalai Lama showing how much damage he can do back. Oh, but this Daedalus Gyro going wild, running into the middle of two cores, gets sundered and doesn't care? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, just auto-attacking through it.
Just falling flat on their face. I thought that was a GG coming out of Sammy Boy. Maybe they got one more fight in them?
They can try. Maybe they will get their respawn. I mean, they can't go mega creeps immediately. There's a bottom creep wave still. No, the bottom tower. But yeah, they're gonna call it. This game, there's no sign of it turning. You don't have the wombo combo lineup to turn this big of a deficit around.
I mean, you just said, you know, the Dungeon Master's classic phrase of, you know, you can try. You can certainly try. But the answer there was, you know, rolling fire at lane, farming lane creeps. So if you can boot him out early on, big win. And then the potential as well is like contest these enemy stacks of ancients that Bristol wants to be building.
For sure. Disperse it back. Which facet did he end up? Okay, so he ended up on Seeing Red because he was previously on the Goose facet, but now back on Seeing Red. It's more Quill oriented. This is going to be better for bursting the Brewlings as well. If he gets Aghanim Scepter, he can burst the Huskar, burst the Monkeys Forever ulti, or even just kill Oracle if he ends up next to him. We're seeing a 40-second smoke, the classic.
Carry hero buying Radiance, also a classic.
Yeah.
Is that why all these heroes are like super popular nowadays? Like,
largely. I mean, Radiant was overtuned, and then it got nerfed, but now we have the remnants of that, the leftovers. People are still buying Radiance sort of habitually because it was so OP.
I guess that's why Kunkka has also kind of gone off the radar a bit, right? He became super popular, peaked, buying Radiance as a carry, as a mid all the time. Now it feels like we rarely see this Kunkka anymore.
People learn to deal with them as well. It's more that people get trained to not all in burst on the Kunkka and found solutions to deal with him. We saw more and more people buying the Yule Scepters and doing the trick against X-Mark as well.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see this Abaddon go phase boots into Radiance.
Wait, what?
Get
I
super
didn't even
tanky.
know that.
What?
Hellscream showing me a new mechanic. I did not know that you can make the first creep wave aggro onto the power cogs. I had no clue.
Oh.
I thought they would just ignore the power cogs the same way that they ignore heroes, but apparently they're super angry at the cogs.
But the cogs don't have souls.
Yeah, well, they used to.
So why would you get angry at an inanimate object? That's never happened in real life.
You pissed at people being angry at someone who doesn't have a soul?
Yeah. As a redhead. It's a very clear connection, I think.
You're taking this too personally, Gareth.
No, it's more like, it's more like I was making fun of myself because I've never, in the middle of the night, stabbed my pinky on the wardrobe and screamed at it as though it's a person.
Well, if the wardrobe burned mana, I bet you would be pissed too.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, stubbing your pinky toe is burning mana in real life. I think that's negative aura just immediately down the drain.
Yeah. What's that? There's some saying like people break their pinky toe several times in their life on average. It's like, what? I don't know if that's true. It sounds like a myth, but with how many times you stub your toe, it could be true.
That's one. I mean, so one of those things is like it's difficult to know when you've broken your feet and hand bones, right? Because the bones are small and difficult to know you've broken them. But
yeah.
Second part of this is also there was that common phrase, the average person eats 30 spiders in their lifetime while they sleep, and that's just because Susan in Aberdeen eats 300 spiders a day for lunch.
Yeah, someone's carrying. Yeah,
it's just offset. I have definitely not eaten anywhere near that.
You have not pulled your weight in that one.
No,
okay.
but Tiny.
Mid?
Oh, the dodges from Yopaj. This is the matchup, right? Tiny versus Puck. You said Puck's not happy.
Yeah, it's going to be a good matchup for a Tiny for sure. He did invest quite a bit of resources trying to bring down the Puck, and unfortunately, when Puck dodges the tree toss that you throw away, he gets a lot of HP and mana back because of the disjoint and the Puckish innate.
True. Oh, couriers. One of them dead. And top lane, that was boots for the Huskar, actually, that gets removed. The top lane, Bristle and Clock, double melee into this double range, just dragging waves around. You don't want to play into Burning Spears.
Yeah, shenanigans galore happening up here. The Clockwork should be safe. Miss actually on the high ground there as well. One neat thing is that he is immune. The Huskar has no mana pool, so he can walk straight through the cogs and does not care.
True.
Kind of a sad matchup for Clockwork.
Monkey's down bottom looking a little worse for wear. He's burnt through the majority of his regen. Has a Tango. He's bringing out a salve. Scary when there's a big wave approaching your tower and you're so low.
Yeah, they already did commit the glimpse, though. At least it's coming off cooldown soon.
Attempting to get a pull into large.
Missing the banner just barely. Rough for them.
Yeah, it's difficult. Already this Abaddon 17-3, having an incredible early start to the game. And they've got access to both of their camps as well.
Yeah, and I think Disruptor is doing a better job trading hits here as well. Ooh, top lane.
Was that a double kill for
onto
Hellscream?
Huskar.
Yeah, he's trapped the Oracle in the cog, so Huskar dead. Hellscream double kill. Divine Llama does die to the Burning Spears as they stacked up on him. But that is not, there's a thumbs down from Divine Llama. It is not well worth it, I fear.
Yeah, I'm not. That's why I meant that this lane is a bit volatile. It should be a good lane, but if you ever overstep a little bit, especially losing your boots early on, can make the lane a bit harder. Let's see.
Yopaj gets the water rune.
Yeah.
Oracle, I want to die. It's a tough spot. I'm sure the Huskar's call. Oh, bottom lane. Nusham's dying.
Solo.
And Monk is forever. He's gonna be okay, it looks like.
He's got the Drunken Brawler giving him a little bit extra magic resist, enough to stay alive. But still has to waddle back to base, and there are a lot of creeps pushing under the tower. This is not a nice time to have to go base. Gonna miss out on a lot of experience. Sure, you can send your Wind Ranger down here to pick it up, but ideally you want the gold and last it's on your offlaner.
I just realized I have a problem with Brewmaster. Because in Dota, What color is agility? What color is strength?
I mean, strength is red and agi is green, yeah?
Yeah. Why is Earth Brawler? Earth Brawler should be the strength one, surely?
Yeah.
But he's green. Storm Brawler should be the agi one with evasion and speed, but he's blue.
Right? Yeah, but fire is red. See, this is where and earth is green. So they ran into this problem here.
Yeah, I get that.
The
Wind
elements
Ranger dragged back in. It makes sense with the elements. Maybe they should just change the colors of agi, strength, and
just all to fit the world view of a brew player.
Yeah. Monkeys will have a firm word with them. They'll sort it out. What's universal then? Universal is golden or something.
Yeah, they fall under purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Monkeys?
I mean, he's been taking a serious bit of damage here. And new Aphotic Shield can come in as well. He's gonna go down.
Oh, I didn't think they'd be able to keep on going like that. With glimpses, thunder strikes, the shields coming in, multiple cycles of spells, and Monkey's left alone by his Wind Ranger as well.
They've kind of been brought down one by one, right? Wind Rangers were leaving, trying to go and do something else. But yeah, this offlane of Dire not working out. Now Clockwork, Hellscream on in one of his moves.
Wisdom Shrine time.
Setting up. He has not been spotted by the ward yet. He's hiding behind the vision. But Disruptor is being spotted. That might just bait them to come into the Clockwork though.
Well, Newsham kind of gives away the positioning of the ward there with that power shot across the front of Skem, and now has walked in to the cog setup of Hellscream. Tiny's TPing, but he's going to get glimpsed immediately back to the mid lane. So no contest over this Wisdom Shrine anymore. And Bristleback looks like he's fighting with the Oracle over the left-hand side one. That's not a fight Oracle will win. So double Wisdom Shrines, and then onto this tower. Skem taking a beating from the tower hits, but Monkeys Forever has been surrounded on all sides. Can't run to the right, can't run to the left, and gets cut out by the Abaddon. A dominating streak now for Tomato.
They're playing so well this game, honestly. Same as previous game. They're just out the gate swinging, immediately building different advantages here and there. Nice glimpse back. We see Hellscream again making his moves. Looking at the Tiny, who has pretty low resources if Puck could find a way to join, but right now busy under his tower.
And no mana clock. Still lurking around in the mid lane. Oracle.
It's relying on Magic Stick.
Oracle and Wind Ranger coming in here. I can't really do too much to this Clockwork though. Just watch him walk away. 8-minute rune's going to pop up, but Hellscream guards it with the cogs already out. It spawns and Arcane's going to be taken by Hellscream, while Sammy Boy is coming here to try and grab the Clockwork, but he's glimpsed away after his ulti. And in the end, nothing. No kills.
I mean, there's a Huskar moving, so 4 heroes committed by Dire, only 3 heroes from Radiant. Meanwhile, Bristle happily farming. They're pretty okay with this trade. Would have loved to get that Arcane rune, but Puck still making a play on Tiny. Finds some low HP.
Yeah, coiled up, getting burst down. Skem still poking at Newsham here, and they've also got a reaction out of Sammy Boy. Again, going to get glimpsed away, though, as Skem sends him packing.
Skem is just, I don't know, sending people on vacation left, right, and center here. This Disruptor, massive impact. By the way, have you seen his skill build in Disruptor? He wants to send people places. He's not using ulti. Never mind that.
Just max damage.
And again,
max displacement. Bring Monkeys Forever back towards them. Still level 5 on this Brewmaster. No ulti, no way of escaping. Trapped in the cage built by Hellscream.
This is falling out of control very rapidly.
Dodge on the mid lane as well.
Puck gonna stay safe. As the Tiny is working towards that Blink Dagger, but long way away.
And with all of this, it's not as though the Bristle's having a bad time top, right?
No, definitely not. I mean, he's top in CS. He's highest CS in the game. Hasn't really had any kills to his name, so he's a little bit behind his counterpart his friend in Abaddon. He's been taking tower, getting a ton of kills. But Bristle's still enjoying life, having a good game.
Oh, Monkeys, it's not happy hour yet. You're not level 6. Bit of underage drinking going on with this Brewmaster.
There's no happy hour when the early game looks like this.
Yopaj going to steal away the shield rune. Man, it would have been so nice for this Tiny, but that's pipped at the post by the little puck.
A nice little play. He dodges the shackle, gets a bunch of mana for that as well. He just plays all over by Yopaj already. And the Abaddon ticking ever closer to the Radiance. Meanwhile, we see a lot of offlane Brewmasters want to go for Radiance, but this game, he's so far behind.
It's very difficult to do. So what, is he going like Spirit Vessel or something?
That's usually been the build for him. I suspect that we might see him go back into it here, but he honestly is just food stamp mode. 2.7k gold at minute 11 is not enough to really think about a big item even.
Midas? Dare we say it?
I think he just says slow desperation Radiance. You just kind of keep your head down and work on it.
Just suck it up, princess. Get the Radiance one way or another.
It's still going to be faster than going Midas into Radiance, you know, it's going to take forever to get it then.
Hellscream toying with Iron Islet in his jungle as well. This is a support Clockwork getting up in their face. Try and punish him here. Shackle shot and toss. Hellscream very tanky though, and he's going to hook shot all the way across into his Bristlebag, who's still fighting with Sammy Boy. Going to toggle his armor
very
down.
Nice. Presses of Might by the clock there, finding they can easily get out of there. Lands a nice hook onto the Huskar right before Glimpse. Mid tower slowly falling as the Tiny is struggling to even show himself on mid lane.
Yeah, it's hard now. And the big question we were posing, you know, laning stage, trying to get this early advantage, playing through a strong hero. We again find ourselves in a situation where Sammy Boy's top net worth on the Dire and Tiny Brew, the two playmaking heroes, are both struggling. So what is the avenue for them to get out? Like, we can't just wait for Brew Radiance, right? So is it just waiting for Tiny Blink?
I think Tiny Blink and play around the armlets on your Huskar. Right now there's a dive happening up top. The Bristleback eyeing up Oracle, chasing him. Sexy trying to get out of here, but too slow.
I mean, the Huskar is just getting manned up on by this Abaddon. Well, Shackle shot him, but Skem's gonna glimpse the Wind Ranger out of there. Now we jump in though with the Huskar onto the Disruptor and the Primal Split used to zone out the Abaddon. So finally, Sammy Boy picking up a kill on Skem, some revenge at long last after all these glimpses back. But now maybe in trouble still, as Divine Llama and Hellscream close around in on the Huskar. Nusham sniped out by Yopaj. A toss-up on the Abaddon, though, after his ulti ends, does net them a kill, while Sammy Boy has survived, toggling his armor like a god. Keeping himself running here as Divine Llama and Hellscream finally on top of him. He can't toggle through that. The Cogs will push back this Zexy Oracle. Divine Llama, though, did get rooted up, can't TP home. Quill sprays are stacking up, though. This is getting a little bit spicy as Divine Llama could turn and continue this fight with Hellscream manning up and being the bodyguard. A glimpse back will kill off Zexy, and Hellscream comes back in with a double kill. Monkey's now on the run, trying to sprint away. Another Thunderstrike to come as Hellscream and Divine Llama. Yopaj cuts in from the right-hand side. And a massive fight for Shopify. They lost their Abaddon, but they got a lot for it.
Huskar did 1980 damage to Huskar, yeah. Sounds about right. Still less than Queen of Pain did in that previous game. Nice dive there on top lane. Meanwhile, by the way, while the dive was happening top, the puck stopped the Wind Ranger who wanted to TP in to help. He got coiled by the puck and then slowly brought down in a 1v1 against the puck Yopaj. But just difficult for them all together to coordinate right now on Dire.
And that was after Nusham TP'd and got glimpsed out, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I annihilate. Snipes out Divine Llama. A nice big kill. Meanwhile, though, Yopaj and Skem on the tail of Nusham. Wind Ranger down, and Zexy, level 5 Oracle, minute 14. Going to get coiled up.
And they're just running at people. These heroes are looking so scary right now. Disruptor, Puck, and Clockwork is like the killing duo. Or killing trio, even. Still worth.
Well, a bit of all chat there.
Yeah, players having fun. I think in particular, the Abaddon is starting to have fun as the Radiance is online. They're looking at Monkeys forever. No, they doesn't have ulti just yet, but it's about to come off cooldown. Very, very close.
Oh, the hook shot there. The false promise, though. Zexy saves him, so now Monkeys can ult if he wants to. He's going to pop the primal split. Zexy dead. They cycle in the Abaddon. Now, the question is, can they get kills off the back of this? A TP is cancelled somehow. Yopaj has come in here to deal with the Brewlings. It looks like BSJ and friends have kind of left Monkeys just to deal with his own business and try and deliver down bottom. He's going to pop back into reality. And he's not going to get caught at all. Gets back to Fountain, but that's now a defensive split used.
Yeah, Oracle ulti and Brewmaster ulti, and you didn't get anything actively for it. You just saved your offlaner, who's got the Midas. He's got the compact Copium Midas. 15 minutes in. It's gonna take a while before it really starts paying dividends, but meanwhile, every single minute that goes by, dire heroes are dying over the map.
Yeah, I mean, what's Hellscream's score right now?
He's 6-0 and 8, dude. He is absolutely just tearing through people. I told you last game, Hellscream is so good at moving across the map. A hero like Clockwork fits like a glove for this player.
Static Storm on the tiny mid, protecting the puck from that jump. I know, like, can't quite connect onto Yopaj.
Pretty crazy to see that Hellscream Clockwork is 1,500 gold away from having Aghanim Scepter. We're 16 minutes in. What do you mean he's closing in on an Aghanim Scepter? This man is getting absolutely ridiculous level farm.
And it's at the same time he's playing this kind of 9-class style, right? Or Schofield style, whatever you want to think about it as.
Very Schofield, yeah.
Like playing behind enemy lines, scouting. Like this is classic Schofield stuff, right? Clockwork, behind enemy lines, finding these openings, and just that question of like, why is he there?
It's Schofield, but minus the deaths. Schofield will literally not care about his life, but Hellscream has found the balance of not dying while doing this.
Yeah.
Glimpse gonna come in.
Brewmaster. Coil snapped thanks to the
combo.
glimpse. Well done as they'll hook shot in as well to secure the kill. TPs are coming in from BSJ and friends. They're being pinged out, but yeah, no follow through there.
Good job abusing cooldown as well. The new Brewmaster doesn't have ulti yet. They gank him just before the ulti is gonna come off cooldown, keeping him pinned down, and this Midas has a lot of work to do to make him come back into the game.
But yeah, you're right. K1 would be like 10-0 while Schofield 0-6. But that 10-0 came from the 0-6.
Yeah, it's a similar style, but in this game, you know, Schofield also has those games where he would end up just having a ton of kills and not dying at all. It's just a matter of every single piece of the machinery working out right now. Not just the Clockwork himself, but the rest of the team. Everyone is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, top 3 net worth, all Shopify Rebellion, 10k lead, minute 17. We need some big concerted effort now from BSJ and friends, and a smoke gank is one hell of a way to do it. Play together, get these jumps, find a target. It's just, we need vision. We need some information for them to play with.
They have the BKB on Huskar. This is literally what they want to play around right now. Just say Huskar is the strongest player on the field, try and get something out of him. Puck,
oh, no way.
Bastard. Gets the haster and gets out of there, and jigs up as well. Man. The BKB is revealed.
Under the nose of 5 of them as well. It's the pink headphones, man. That's what does it.
It is. I mean, at the same time, they don't have the best heroes for catching the puck immediately. Tiny could maybe grab him, but Tiny was the one who got blinked across there. Monkeys forever, not again. Oh, he might die here. A glimpse back into an ulti. He's gonna have to ulti quickly now. Oh, he's dead.
He's already dead. Coil snapped, Static Storm dropped. Damage comes far too quickly.
It's pretty crazy that
a catch on the Clockwork. Toss back into the life break. They've got the streak. Massive money coming into the pockets of Sammy Boy and friends.
That's nice. Cashing in on that piggy bank. That is the Clockwork. Get some gold for themselves. Sadly, it's 19 minutes in, not 20 minutes in. Otherwise, we could have seen them swing into the Tormentor. Gonna have to stay patient for a little while longer. Yopaj just shoving lanes now, using his blink and Witchblade. As Dire, they have fantastic vision around mid, so might see them play more to try and make plays on those power runes. I think that's somewhere they might be able to get a pick on the Puck player. Puck usually very hard to kill, but a little bit predictable that they always want to go for those runes. Could be a chance to pick him off.
Scam has been dewarding this area consistently for the past 5 minutes. Like every time I see Scam, he's pushed to mid wave and he's placed a new sentry somewhere mid. He's like dewarded 3 observer wards in the past 5 minutes. It's so difficult to keep vision up against him. We will see them smoke though.
This is the Tormentor smoke timing, but both teams are smoking up. We have Huskar going behind onto the Bristleback, but he has Blade Mill and Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, do you want to do
a
this?
dangerous jump.
Oh my god, Divine Llama just kills Sammy Boy with a Blade Mail. Oh my god, Zexy's blown up. They toss Hellscream in. Divine Llama surviving through the burning spears. The damage not coming through enough, and he'll spam out the quill sprays so he gets another one. A double as Tiny falls. Newsham found by Timado. Yeah, I mean, what can you do, honestly? What can you do?
Clean team wipe. I mean, it's one of those moments where Oracle is not close enough to save you, and you jump into an Aghanim's Blade Mill Bristleback. It's just not the target. You see the amount of damage? This is why he went for this facet in this game. It's really, really good against Huskar. It's good against the Brewmaster ulti. It's good against Oracle to try and burst him. Just a nice read by Davai Lama that this was the play, and then he even pinks out the damage he did.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I said it in the draft, right? This could just be blade mails galore. I'm honestly a little sad that the Abaddon and Clockwork haven't gone for blade mails just to deal with the stuff in this game. But I guess Bristleback having one on his own is apparently enough. That's all I needed.
Windrender gonna get the same treatment, get the Aghanim's combo. It's a combo with itself. You press one button, combo.
Yeah, it's great. What's he doing now? Is he Glimmercape, Bristle, and then into Satanic?
Yeah. This, again, the Glimmercape Bristle is very, very popular ever since Dota-sama. Oracle forced to ulti himself.
And Huskar jumping in onto Scam. Gets the damage in thanks to the Tiny's control. Meanwhile, though, Zexy gets picked off by the puck, and Divine Llama has found Monkeys Forever solo down in the bottom lane.
Yeah, you can't fight him. He's level 18 at this point. His Bristle is an absolute freak of nature. Meanwhile, the Abaddon just free farming wherever, doing whatever he wants. The net worth lead building up to 18,000. Things are starting to look real tough for them. This is one of those almost last hurrah kind of feels in this smoke. They need to get something going. You can't have this pattern of just dying all over the place and not being able to make moves.
I mean, you look at these tanky bastards on the Radiant side. You got Bristleback, you got Abaddon. What are you going to do? You can't bloody kill them. They're invincible, Wagger.
Just get the puck. It's easy. Just catch the puck.
You can't touch the puck. The puck's hidden. The puck's hidden behind all these fat bastards. The Bristleback, the Abaddon. You can't touch them. I'm telling you now.
It's a lock.
That's a serious, serious issue. Well, Huskar's going to step up, ulti into Hellscream. Sammy Boy's alone here, though. Surrounded by a Bristle and a Abaddon, getting whacked around. Where's the rest of his team? They're trying to deal with a disruptor and the puck elsewhere, so Sammy Boy is just dead in the river. Left stranded. Zexy is found by this Abaddon now as Yopaj actually gets the final touch.
I think didn't even have Oracle ulti ready. That was an impossible jump right there.
Have they got stunned? Teleporting out. Annihilate gets coiled.
Gets stunned by the Clockwork as well. Nice attempt on the power shot. Not going to be enough to get the kill, but very close to taking down the Clockwork. Monkeys forever.
I mean, there is one way to stop.
Yeah, two little letters. That's all they want, monkeys. 2 little letters will make it all stop.
Well, at least Monkeys is back to laughing his ass off. That's what we like to see. No more sad and concerned Monkeys.
He does this, man. He has an unbreakable mentality. Even if he will say that it's despair or something afterwards, like he will say how awful it felt to play this game, he will still have laughed more than any other player. I bet you Shopify Rebellion are not able to laugh as much as he's doing right now even. And if having fun is winning, then he is the true winner.
Yes. Yes, we've got a 3rd place slot for NA Quals that takes you straight to TI if you laugh enough.
Just the happiest player gets sent to TI.
Golden ticket.
Fake smiles everywhere. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I mean, it's 100% an American that's winning that golden ticket, right? The smile to TI.
Oh, it's not the Swede, that's for sure.
It's not the Finnish or the British.
No, we're out, dude. We're disqualified.
It's got to be a toothy smile. You know, the pearly whites and the British are out. They're done. Finnish, they're never smiling. Just Scandinavia in general, right? The whole Nordic region, that's out of here. Central Europe, no.
It's going to be an American. Yeah, you're right. I could see a South American, you know, could get out.
Well, South America, is it in the Americas?
That is true. That is also American.
Another primal split. Leading to nothing.
They're trying to get the clockwork. Finally, maybe getting something.
Ah, they got it. The Sammy boy just going to stand his ground.
He just braces. He's like, yes.
Bathe in the happiness and joy. Divine Llama's getting pushed into base. Monkey's trying to toy with the bristleback here, but Divine Llama. Well, I don't know if you can just go in and kill monkeys. You can try. That's a lot of damage out of the cool spray. Okay, Yopaj helping out. I thought that was going to be a 1v1, you know, head-to-head fight. That's unfair, bringing a puck in there to help out.
Ah, never is. What kind of a pub is this? And Coil is ready. Annihilates. Don't even need the Coil to catch him, I think.
Huskar's in with his BKB. He's slowly approaching an enemy hero. Bristleback's been shackle shotted up, but shielded. Divine Llama, he's got the Aegis, so he has a second life. Oracle and Tiny, they got the false promise onto Annihilate, but he's just being walloped here by the Abaddon. And I don't know where the Huskar went, but he's not here on our screens, so he's not doing any damage. Watching the rest of his team die. Nusham bought back, died back, triple kill for Timado. And Shopify Rebellion, I mean, moments away from victory now, it feels like.
Yeah, this is looking pretty all over. I don't know what you can do at this stage. The Huskers trying to wrap around. They have a high ground ward. I guess they have a lot of ultis ready, but Oracle ulti on cooldown. Brew 30 seconds.
He's a right proper basher.
He really is. He has Glimmer. He almost has Heart coming out already. Needs just 1500 gold.
Tier 3 gone. Racks wide open. Sammy boy is hunting. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Scam sees you and you don't see him. You're gonna get glimpsed and kited here so hard. Oh, Sammy boy, it's sad. Rockets give vision. Thunderstrike is still tagging him up. The two supports backup with a hook shot in. Yopaj is now allowed to arrive, and Sammy boy will die.
Quick
Primal split boss. Divine Llama gonna call spray and try and deal with the Brewlings, while the Oracle. I don't know what Oracle's meant to do here. Oracle's oracling
against Bristle.
Yeah, Oracle's dead. That's what Oracle's doing here. Oracle's dying to the puck. Yopaj just absolutely handling them in the back lines, while Divine Llama is going to die here, it looks like, getting tossed around and blown up by the Tiny. Now buyback from the Huskar, trying to fight around his tier 3 tower, but they're losing their Tiny. The Huskar's in a static storm. He's being dealt with by the Abaddon. Charging forward, a level 21 Abaddon against a 15 Huskar. Dodging the life break with a phase shift as well. Sammy boy gets the false promise on him though, so they can turn and fight with a low HP Huskar. Big damage in towards the puck of the Abaddon. They're doing it. They're holding their high ground. They're fighting back. Timado's going to drop. Yopaj dead, and BSJ and friends. They've held their high ground. They've got big core kills, and they've just made about 10,000 gold.
They've made a lot of gold and a lot of recovered mental state here as we see the all chat, the tips coming out. The players having a bit of fun with each other.
Oh my god, that cuts deep though.
It does. I mean, big comeback gold. They did spend a lot of buybacks, but at least they get the moral victory of, okay, you didn't have Yopaj go 0 deaths on his puck. You got to kill on him. He's 11, 1 and 12 now. Don't have to feel as bad anymore.
I mean, I told you, man. You know, it's not about winning this game. It's about the little dagger stabs. You know, the needling, twisting the dagger in them, giving them a little bit of pain.
Get in their heads.
Get in their heads.
At this point, they're doing all they can before the finals against the wild card. They're trying to do the prep work, you know, mess with Shopify as much as possible.
Yeah. They're debuffing Shopify.
Stacking debuffs.
Just stacking debuffs on them.
The first Dota debuffs to actually go into your next game as well. Have you seen Scam's inventory, by the way?
No. What is it?
He's got the grenades ready, dude.
Exceptional.
He's going to war. Maybe he's bringing them for the next series as well. Get ready for the early game. There's a little bit of a lull here after players died Almost feels like Radiant said, okay, let's not clown around. Let's wait for ages.
Is Scam just
foot off the gas a little bit?
Is Scam just like ahead of the curve? He feels like there's another, I don't know, COVID coming or something. He's buying up all the toilet paper and he's going to price gouge everybody. Just get all the blood grenades out of stock them all up, and then next game, you want a blood grenade, you come to me.
Ah yes, the classic Tranquil's Agadam's Desolator clock build. I see it all too frequently. To be fair, he does get 250 attack speed when he overclocks, you know. He can get some serious damage done with this Deso.
Exceptional build.
It's the pushing power, man, I'm telling you. He's also prepped for this Tormentor they're about to do.
Mm-hmm.
But first, they got a glimpse of this Brewmaster as he pushed the creep wave. Kind of just make sure he gets out of there.
But also just hitting Huskar once with this Deso really hurts him against Bristleback.
Yeah. It's very true. Not fun to get any added minus armor when Bristle already is basically soloing you. Annihilate might run into the Yopash Puck.
Yeah.
They see each other. Puck a bit too low, doesn't really want any of that.
Trying to farm the same camps. Hello, how you doing? And then goodbye. I don't want to be here. Easy Tormentor though for Shopify. Quick shard for Hellscream. And time to look at the lanes.
And we see the intention. They want to go bottom, make a move to D-ward, prep for the Roche spawn, or maybe even just find the pick off to win the game, because a lot of buybacks were used in the previous fight.
Oh yeah. All of them? No, Dire have no buybacks, huh?
And nobody has any buyback right now. Everyone is playing without it. Radiant just need gold to have it.
And Dire all on cooldown. Lanes get pushed in. They don't connect with a hero yet. I'm looking at that brew down at bottom lane though and worrying for monkeys. Oh, where are you running? Running south? There's no creeps here. Trying to TP out.
Oh, the Radiance could have tipped him off there, but not quite quick enough. I mean, the Radiance has a little bit of a linger, or like a set time before it starts burning you, so he only found out very late. I wouldn't put it past Yopash though to blindly coil immediately when the Radiance burn got on him. Like,
oh, yeah.
he is that fucking sharp. He could land that quickly.
Could easily see that. Well, they're not bull rushing in. They're being quite delicate with how they approach this. Setting up with a lane push, planting themselves in enemy ancients.
I mean, they already had one rowdy dive into the enemy base. This time, they're gonna go for the finisher move. Get the Aegis, get the resources that you want. It's gonna be banner as well, so it will be even harder to stop.
Yeah, I mean, in this next team fight, I can see them killing one or two cores. But dealing with all three of these Shopify cores is a nightmare.
Yeah, I honestly kind of struggled to see Abaddon or Bristleback dying at this point with the Aegis and then going through Abaddon in a full team fight.
Oh no, it's easy. You simply toss them into Fountain and then they're
Oh, right, yeah. You need like a pit stop, you know, toss him and then hold him there for a little while. Use a Cyclone for Brewmaster and then toss him onwards.
We're just going to spawn in a Magnus so they can toss into Skewer.
There we go.
Windranger's going to change hero very, like in the All-Star match, right? Just going to have a quick little console command.
Random heroes showing up, random Roshan showing up and throwing you.
And I remember that happened in an it wasn't All-Star match. It was like a show match at Star Ladder, I think.
I played in Midas mode and they had that. In Midas mode 2, I think they had they spawned in the Roche and he started doing stuff and they had cataclysms everywhere and stuff.
Yeah.
Different crazy stuff.
There was that, but there was a more... So that was like a meme one, right? Like Midas mode from the beginning is kind of like meme, right? But there was like... I don't want to say it was try hard, but it was like, you know, quote unquote, a serious show match. I think it was at Star Ladder. But it was like super boring and everyone in it was like the players started to like all chat and be like, I'm bored. And I think Cyborg Matt was... Oh, I know, it's dead up here. Cyborg Matt started spawning in Roshans. And it triggered so many people. Like in the Reddit threads, like, this was a serious show match. Why is someone spawning in Roshan? It's like, guys, it's a show match.
Yeah. I'm so mad. I wanted to see who won.
Yeah, like the players were like visibly bored.
Yeah. The players only want to have some fun in those games, but at the same time, you don't really want to be the one clowning around first and just looking bad.
Abaddon has a catch on the Huskar. Static Storm's there on the Brewmaster as well. I mean, all of a sudden, BSJ and friends have come out of their base and they've been picked off one by one. The Tiny was one thing. Brewmaster now with no buyback dead for 90. I mean, thankfully for them, Huskar survives, but now you're looking at multiple sets of barracks falling. You've glyphed up, but top lane's pushed by Bristle, bottom by the Abaddon. Your base is in disarray.
It's just a sad trio. Huskar says, okay, let's try for a kill. They want to try and go onto the Bristle, but he has the Aegis. This is a desperate attempt at getting something done at least.
Yeah,
look at the Clockwork, the auto attack.
They can try all they want. This Clockwork just opens up on them. They silence the Oracle. Dead, can't ulti, no buyback available. Nusham going to try and windrun back into Fountain, but Divine Llama here with the Quill Spray, stacking up and getting another kill. 5 dead, no buybacks. Shopify Rebellion looking to take down all these inside buildings and towers to get the mega creeps going for themselves. And it looks like BSJ and friends not going to surrender until the throne falls.
They have buyback on Oracle. He can defend. You just got a false promise your throne.
Yes, go forth.
Not to die.
Go forth and defend, young Oracle and Brewmaster. Defend your tier 4s with all you've got. Defend your throne with your lives. Use your primal split. Don't die. Cyclone the Bristle back. The evil people in your base. The hordes of heroes. Your split has ended. Your summons have disappeared, and this false promise is a false life. A half-life. You will die. There's a toss into the Fountain, though. They put Bristle back in there. Quill sprays. Are they going to come fast enough? Look at that damage out of Divine Armor. And that was just his Aegis life. That's 1. And game over.
Yeah, just good game. Well played.